This is for the players.
I'm Ryan Betson.
And I'm not Josh Saunders.
And this is For the Players, the PopCulturists PlayStation podcast. Over 40 years of playing PlayStation and 10 plus years in our games media combined. I'd like to thank you for joining us in this PlayStation conversation. Here it gets hard. Now, this PlayStation conversation happens every every Monday morning at 8 a.m. on your podcast services, 9 a.m. on those YouTubes. And if you want to join that PlayStation conversation, head over to Facebook, head over to the Discord. The social medias, all the links are in the description. If you want to see that conversation live as it happens, so for this week again, you can join us on Patreon at patreon.com/thepopculturists. Support us over there at any dollar value. Get yourself a nice little sneaky link where you can come and join the conversation as it happens. This week didn't happen, and I'll explain why in just a moment. If you want to support us in more once-off fashion, head over to popculturists.com/shopping, buy shirts like and other assorted shit with our logos on it. We are also Twitch at twitch.tv/thepopculturists. And that's right, this is not Josh Saunders. This is Max. Welcome back, Max.
What's going on?
Not much, man. Not much. So, things have happened in the world. Josh is fine. He's not dead. As I said that, I'm like, Max sounds like he's dead. No, so some accident, something happened with his daughter. She's an avid horse rider, and I get a message going, she's dislocated her knee. I'm like, she's fallen off a horse. Fuck. So that's fine. I'll bring Max. Max is rad. Hey, B-Man, it's been, as I said, we were discussing, I thought this was the first time you've been on here.
No, so yeah, once again, I have been on here once before when Josh was having a break.
I think it was this time last year.
Well, yeah, about this time last year when you had a series of guest hosts, and it was good fun.
It was good fun. It was. So what have you been doing since that? Well, except people can see you on like our VR streams and whatnot. But
yeah, well, apart from popping in every once in a while for VR stuff, lately this week has been completely taken up by Control.
Yeah, man.
Control is possibly my game of year so far.
All right,
so far.
Only because this game's been out a week and Josh isn't here, we're going to gush back Control for a little while. If I can gush Control.
So obviously, you had a slightly different experience. You played on PlayStation. I was a bit of a heathen. I played on Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
And apart from the horrendous frame rate issues after pausing or opening a map...
So I'm playing on the Pro. What are you playing on?
Xbox One S.
Okay.
So...
Because apparently it does run better on Xbox, like, period.
Yeah.
But it's good to know the S and the Pro have both been shit.
Yeah, so, I mean, my biggest complaint at the start was the map wouldn't load. I would just have the named locations.
Oh, that happens to me a couple times.
And I was like, oh, cool, how do I get there, though? Does it fill in as I move, or
like Fog of War or something?
And then I would close the map and reopen it. Everything would show up fine. And then it has pretty bad frame rate issues after I pause it or go into a menu.
Yeah, in and out of menus is the worst.
And because I'm constantly going in and out of menus to read all the collectibles that I'm actually getting, because the story is so good. Yeah. If you do it in the middle of a fight, you just come out and you just die because you can't do anything.
Well, because I'm in endgame stuff now. So as you would have seen before we came in here, so I'm on the platinum. That's my goal. So I'm sitting at like 88% or some shit. I have like 2 trophies in the plat to go. We just got rid of one of the end bosses. Then we're going to probably spoil some shit here for funds because heads up. So we just got the Tomasi trophy. I've done all the other ones. So now it's just getting 100% abilities and 25 countermeasures.
Yeah.
Now I do think they're going to work hand in hand. So I'm going to be able to chip them off probably both at the same time.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Yeah.
Very close to each other. And those end game bosses are probably where I've had the most frame rate problems during combat.
Yeah.
Like when you go under central research and you do the mold thing and you fight the big... Have you done that?
Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm at endgame as well.
Yeah, sweet. So there's a giant like vine monster flower Venus flytrap thing. And then as it's punching me and throwing things and things are exploding, like the game just eats shit. They're like so hard.
Yeah, I experienced that in the fridge. Finding the giant spider thing.
Oh, the former.
It'd be like, hey man, that floor that you thought was there
Gone now.
is not there, and then you just fall and die.
Well, because I would do the same thing, because it would go, "Huh," and it would stab you, and I'm like, haha, dodge, and I just fall through the earth. I did have one straight up game breaking bug.
Yeah.
I was in the Panopticon. I was heading in there to do something. I clip a box. I get fucking launched into the roof, and I'm just stuck.
That's fantastic.
I
haven't experienced anything like that.
But it's fascinating that a game that had the West in it just tearing, like kind of giving it some shiz. Well, like, it's probably on that Game of the Year list.
Because this is Remedy's return to PlayStation, isn't it? Because their last game was an exclusive for Xbox.
Quantum Break, yes.
Yeah.
And then they had Alan Wake before that, which also
Game.
an Xbox.
Yeah. Well, it's on PC now as well, but yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got on PC.
I think it was an Xbox exclusive at the time.
PC's for dorks.
Except for that PC. Except for the, what was it? PC building simulators now on PlayStation.
Yeah. The irony there is huge. Saying that though, it's a really cool idea, because by having that on the console, it's kind of a smart move for them as a business. Like, you playing the game, you're like, I'm gonna build a PC now. It's it's super, super smart.
Yeah, but I don't play train sim and go, I'm going to be a train driver now.
Kind of true. Yeah, but like in terms of all,
although you play farming simulator, I'm totally going to be a farmer.
No,
now.
I'm like, that sounds like way too much work. Like, that's why I love it. That's why I love farming simulators. It's all the fun of farming without the debt and depression.
The fun.
Well, I should probably just say the debt, but no, it's well, I mean, it's the most achievable simulator game.
Yeah,
like there's obviously like car mechanic simulator. Why are we getting fucking talking about simulators? You can do like their
so Control is not a
no, because it's the opposite. Really, it's super weird and shit.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really
it
good.
Probably has one of the best set pieces. Like with the maze.
Oh yeah, so yeah, spoilers. There's the ashtray maze, which has this. I alluded to it last week, where it's this banging fucking metal track as you're going through and just wrecking shop.
So good. I chugged a little bit in there too, actually, with all the walls.
Yeah, I think I didn't have too much of a problem.
Doing its Inception nonsense.
See, what's gnarly though is it doesn't really seem like a super demanding game, so it's weird when that shit happens.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I was playing it with HDR on and whatnot, because...
Well, HDR is not supported at launch on PlayStation, I don't think.
Yeah,
so I don't think
I'm not sure. My monitor's like, hey man, this is HDR. It flicks on. I'm like,
yeah, mine normally does it automatically too, but like, I remember reading, I think I've read an article like last week.
It might be the same for Xbox, but yeah, it was weird that it chugged in certain points, but not others. I'm assuming a 1.2 patch will. Well,
I'm yet to, like you said, I've had this, about 2 weeks prior to launch, and I haven't seen an update for it yet. Well, but then again, potentially it may have done it and I didn't realize.
I bought it day one and there was a day one patch.
Might have come in a bit
but
early.
I don't think it's been patched since then.
Well, because I've had slightly improved menu, but I just thought that maybe that's the game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I noticed that it wasn't as bad the second time you went into an area.
Yeah.
Like, once it had loaded it once, it kind of went, oh yeah, I kind of know what's going on.
But yeah, as you said, like, the story is just so fucking cool.
I honestly can't remember the last time I went into my menu and actually read all of the collectibles I was collecting. I was just that into it.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember looking at the trophy list and I was concerned. It's like 120 collectibles. I'm like, oh, that's
and then
so
it just
many.
pings like halfway through, and I'm like, yeah.
I'm like, oh my god. I was like, and then I'm still just grabbing more as I'm going.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Well, because like my game,
and like, it's not like they're in out of reach places. Like,
yeah, super easy.
They're on the path that you're taking.
Yeah, and there are some that are off the path, but because there's no collect all collectibles, it's understandable. You probably won't, even if you don't get all of them, you're not going to be hindered in any way.
Yeah.
It's very interesting in terms of the game of the year list, because like mine is very short right now. It's in terms of my eligible games, I think it's like Division, Resi 2, and I guess this now. Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to even think what I've played that's come out this year that I've finished.
I need to check my list.
Obviously, I did Resi 2. But yeah,
because like I made let's hang on, Resi.
Because obviously last year had such bangers in the first half of the year.
Far Cry New Dawn, Blood and Truth will be the best VR game for sure. Days Gone sadly to make the list. Wolfenstein Cyberpilot won't.
Will not make anyone's list.
They've totally as I punch the microphone, they've apparently patched Youngblood, so I'm gonna have to go back and check that off.
They should patch the VR version as well.
Okay, just to be a better game.
Yeah. That was that was rough.
But yes, other than that, I've not played a whole bunch this weekend. So
I'm the same between my MMO and Control.
Speaking of MMO, because like Josh has been just going to fucking ham on WoW. Like as we mentioned last week, he got the week off coincidentally. And he's like, oh no, he's like, oh what a shame. I'm getting photos. I got like every like 10-20 minutes I'm getting a photo being like it's about to go live, and he's just getting all super wet about it.
Yeah, I've decided to not go back.
I thought about it and then I was like, we're about to hit the silly season and it's a lot of games coming out.
Yeah. I've got one MMORPG going. I don't have the time investment to do another one.
So you playing Final Fantasy, yeah?
Yeah, I'm playing that sweet Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
So good.
I don't know how you can do it. Like I said, there was a window of time where I could when I think I smashed the living fuck out of DC Universe Online back in the day. And I've constantly installed and reinstalled Elder Scrolls Online, like a handful of times.
I mean, DC are used on Switch now. You can just play that like whenever.
You have no trophies. Like it's funny how like I'm not a trophy hunter except for these random games where I get excited about it. But like no achievement system literally hinders me from playing the Switch.
Fair enough. I love my Switch.
Yeah. I wish I loved my Switch. I wish I loved it more.
That's what I've done the last week. I've been trying to find a copy of Fire Emblem. Apparently the nearest store is like 1,000 k's away.
Was it super sold out?
Super sold out everywhere.
Can't you order it online through EP Games or something?
Yeah, it's going to take them 2 weeks because they're out of stock at the headquarters.
Holy
like at their
shit.
warehouse.
It must be good.
Yeah. I hope so. I've ordered a copy. I hope so.
There's a bunch of really uninterested.
Get my weeb on.
Dorks. Well, Catherine came out last week too. Apparently, that's reviewing pretty well.
It's good.
You're a big Catherine fan, weren't you?
Yeah, I imported it from wherever when it was out on PS3.
Oh, so are you going to pick up the
probably not
the full bodied edition or whatever it is?
Nah, no. I've played it once. I don't need to play it again.
That's fine. Well, apparently, it's if it's treated similar to like Persona 4 and Persona 4 Golden.
Yeah.
So as in it's like it's rejiggered. There's a third Catherine now.
Yeah. I did see
like
that there was a few extra paths and whatnot. You could
like
take.
it's not a retelling, but an adapted story. So
yeah,
if you did love it, and when it's cheap, probably you can give it a.
It was a pretty cool puzzle game. I'm not really into the visual novel.
True
stuff.
Yeah, because I think the only gameplay is those dreams, right?
Yeah. Is the puzzling parts.
Yeah. Well, a friend of the show, Dash, he's he's giving away a copy of the Steelbook edition on his Twitter. So head over to twitter.com/dashgamer. That's with the 3, not an E. And tell us what your favourite dream is. You might go in the chance to win the game. I told him my dream was tongue bashing his face. So I thought maybe that might get me the win. So I'll kiss you on the mouth. It's like, you lose now. I'm like,
you lose now.
Like, you had a chance and you lost it. Anyways, that's bullshitting for a while. Let's get into all the news that happened this week. Max, has been not a whole lot.
No.
It's been a pretty quiet week across the board, actually. Like, I felt like there's just not a lot. But thankfully, before Josh's kid fucking rudely dislocated her knee.
Wow. Wow.
No, I really hope she's okay. Which I haven't heard any updates, so either it's horrible or she's fine.
That is the two options that it could be.
Yeah, because I'm sure, because I told him, like, hey, keep me in the loop, man. I'll make sure she's alright. And then I've heard nothing. So either he's too busy putting a leg back on, or it's so fine that he forgot.
Hopefully it's the she's.
Yeah,
so
I'm hoping.
Hopefully she's recovering well.
Neither confirmed nor deny. Fucking messaging me. Oh, it's the father.
It's Josh.
He's like, it's somehow live. It's my father just saying he's not able to make it tomorrow, Father's Day. He's going to come visit and see James. But oh yeah,
you were going to make your own father come and visit you for Father's Day.
Oh no, he offered. He was like, I'm going to come. Well, we got wrestling in the morning, so
wrestling Father's Day.
Well, I didn't realize it was Father's Day. I thought Father's Day was next week.
No, man, it's always the first weekend of
and I didn't realize this Sunday was the first. I thought Monday was the 1st of September.
No,
because I'm a dingus.
Well, Ellie asked me today. She's like, "Do you want to do anything for Father's Day?" I'm like, "I'm not a father yet."
You are all, but it's the thing.
I'm like super close, but not quite there yet.
Great. Congratulations again. It's very exciting.
It is very exciting. This year has gone so quick.
Dude, it does. Like, dude, it only gets worse. As you get a kid, and then like nothing makes you realize how fucked time is until you have a kid.
Yeah.
Because like I'm looking at, I'm like, oh, my son, my son James is about to turn 3. And it's like every time it's like, where the fuck did those 3 years go?
Yeah, well, hopefully, I mean, we've timed it well, so we're having a Christmas baby.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So yeah, Christmas Eve, man, is apparently D-Day.
The last minute.
Yeah, it's the last minute.
Yeah, it's a risky move, but
let's see how it pans out.
Yeah, it's a bold strategy, Ellie. Let's see how it pays off for you. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, because one of those things when you start extrapolating, you're like, well, when he's 20, I'll be fucking 50.
Well, yeah, I will be, but it's the greatest excuse to not do anything for Christmas this year.
Oh, dude, totally.
It's like, I'm not going anywhere. We've got a newborn. You have to come to us.
Well, because James is born.
Bring food.
James is born in December as well, so we had the same thing because he was 3 weeks old when Christmas came around. So it was like the idea of like, well, we can't do anything. We have a fucking newborn. I'm tired. So all my family hiked over and made food, and it was like they were in our house, which sucked. But other than that, it was like fine. Like, we didn't have to do a thing. Yeah,
well, my parents are coming down from Queensland this year, but they're not staying with us. They're staying somewhere else.
Bullet dodged. All right, news. I know Josh gave me a handful of news this week. I don't remember what it is. Number 1, Telltale Games is being revived as a new company following the purchase of all its assets, including the back catalogue rights to licensed properties such as The Wolf Among Us and Batman by LCG Entertainment. As reported by Polygon, this new Telltale Games is being run by Jamie Otterley, the real name, and Brian Waddle. Otterley was the founder and CEO of Galaxy Pest Control. I hope that's a game studio, because if not, he's changed industries very abruptly, which worked with such licensed properties as Duck Dynasty and Power Rangers. Duck Dynasty, not a good game.
I don't think there has been a good Power Rangers game. Although apparently that
it's in strong hands, you say. While Waddle had previously ran sales and marketing for the Havoc game engine. All right, that's legit. Havoc's legit.
Yeah.
Oddly confirmed that, quote, some workers from the original Telltale Games will be offered freelance roles with full-time positions possible in the future. The new Telltale has full rights to original Telltale games, as you mentioned, like Puzzle Agent. In addition, Oddly confirmed that, quote, there are some other expired licenses that we're looking at.
Yeah, so they're not getting Walking Dead anymore.
Well, Walking Dead's owned by What's His Fuck Studio.
Yeah.
What else did they do?
They're not getting Guardians of the Galaxy back because Marvel's pulling all their...
Minecraft, I guarantee Xbox won't work with
Disney
them.
are pulling all their goodies back at the moment, so they're not getting those.
Yeah, I can't remember what else they did. Doesn't really matter because they suck.
They did Tales of Borderlands?
Oh yeah, that's not happening again. Well, it was really good.
It was fantastic.
While Otterley said that, quote, it's possible the new Telltale will pick up some stories where they left off, end quote, that they are still evaluating how they will handle each property going forward. Now, this is questionable for 2 reasons. One, why? Because this is the problem that Telltale has, and we talked about this back in the day, is Telltale don't actually own anything. So he would have got this for next to nothing. Because, like, in terms of, they obviously have the games that they've made in the back catalogue, but they don't own Batman, they don't own Walking Dead, they don't own nothing. So they're, aside from whatever the fuck Puzzle Quest was, Puzzle Quest? I don't know, I might have just guessed the name. But, like, aside from that one title, they don't own any IP. Like, no. Why would you buy it?
First name, I think. Like, obviously, I think they'll release a few games and they'll see what happens.
Flip it.
Yeah. I think that's the main reason why they're like, freelance work, yay. Maybe you can stay on permanently.
But an actual kick in the peen. Hey, everyone, we're going to liquidation 20 minutes ago. Fuck off. And then it's like, you want to come back as non-committal work? Like, no. Who in their right mind would want to do that job?
Yeah.
And think about it. Like, who's going to take up that role? Who is going to be willing to be like, you know what, these guys fucked me over so hard and I'm unemployed now?
Granted, the 2 people that now own the Telltale name aren't the ones who fucked them over.
True, but it's like if any, but the business model behind Telltale, once again, no IP, no guaranteed income, really doesn't sound positive for me, because I think that's part of its downfall.
I think the main issue with its downfall was it just took them their turnarounds for games were too slow. Yeah. Like, you need to have episodic games that come out more frequently than once every few months. Yeah. Because by that time you've forgotten what's happened.
Or people will wait until they're all released.
Yeah, like what they should have done is had them all done and gone, bang, here's episode 1. And then next week, bang, here's next episode 2.
Yeah.
And release it like
or do like Medan, like it's one giant, it's a dark picture, so it's all connected. However, you'll get one now, one in like 6 months, and like there's no reason to wait because you're just gonna take forever to buy it now.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think like if they have less licenses than they did before, then that will work in their favor because they're not going to saturate the product.
Yeah, because obviously they did have a lot of stuff to work on, and obviously they were quite a small studio from what I remember.
Smallish for the amount of work they agreed to.
Yeah, because they were just pulling in IPs wherever they could find it, and they were trying to get money, stretching themselves too thin, and that's what happens.
Once again, bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it fucks them. Number 2, Infinite Fall, the developers behind Night in the Woods, I don't know what's going on here, announced on Twitter that it will cut ties with Alec Holwalker following the allegations of sexual assault against him. Holwalker was a designer, programmer, and composer on Night in the Woods. Oh, this story. Sorry, I don't know where I was going with this. I was reading it, like, I didn't even vet the news, nothing. I was like, I trust Josh. Quote, this week, allegations of past abuse have come to light regarding Alec Holwalker, who was a coder, composer, and co-designer on Night in the Woods. The official Night in the Woods Twitter account writes, quote, we take allegations seriously as a team, and as a result, and after some agonizing consideration, we are cutting ties with Alec, end quote. Furthermore, Infinite Fall announced that it's cancelling a current project and postponing the limited run physical release of Night in the Woods. The iOS port for the game is being developed by an outside company under publisher Finji's supervision, so it remains in development. Holwalker was accused by game developer Zoe Quinn of sexual abuse, confining her at his home in Winnipeg, Canada. Quote, I was scared to leave. I was scared to tell anyone. He'd act normal when other people were around and lay into me as soon as we were alone. Quinn wrote in a series of messages posted on Twitter. And this is in conjunction with a bunch of other things that come out
Absolutely
this week.
Heaps came out this week about this stuff.
There was that VR guy that's like upskirting people when they're in their...
Where they basically blindfolded for all in...
Well, but that is the concern of VR. You can be punched in the peen and just like, you know... like. But that's... I shouldn't make jokes, but...
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. Because obviously, I think the woman in question was just new to the scene, so she was networking, and she obviously didn't want to.
Well, he was trying to network.
She didn't. She didn't want to burn any bridges just coming into the.
Totally, it's a real dangerous thing. It's just kind of fucked. But one thing I do like about when these things break, it's a flood, and that shit, because everyone's so hesitant and locked in, like, I can't tell my story, and then once a couple people step up, they're like, oh, thank fuck, and then they get it out.
Yeah.
And then they ideally they'll feel better as a person, and they'll be able to heal, and people can fucking get put with justice, man.
Yeah.
Don't be fucks to people. Just be straightforward.
Just be good.
Just be good. Fuck. But no, it's actually horrible. Fucking horrible. Speaking of potentially horrible, Capcom. Number 3. Capcom is teasing a new Resident Evil project, which it will reveal at Tokyo Game Show this September. So it's September now. The tease comes in the form of a website called Project Resistance. The R and the E in the title are shown in red amongst other white lettering, making it clear that the game is within the Resident Evil timeline. Or title, I should say. Reddit user 5i Samurai. I love when they reference Reddit user. That's what Josh said last week. It's always like, Reddit user Bomb Smoker 420 has discovered images from the Project Resistance trailer thanks to a YouTube thumbnail grabber tool, which they used on the live stream URL. The images show a group of 4 people in civilian clothing, which may potentially point to the 4-player co-op game, perhaps akin to Resident Evil Outbreak. Clearer images were subsequently posted by Twitter user Nibel, also dumb name. What do you think?
We're getting Left 4 Dead Resident Evil.
Fuck yeah, that's a sweet idea actually. As long as it's not Metal Gear Survive, that's all I'm asking. Like I remember when there was like new Metal Gear game, like
Yeah, without Kojima, so it's not.
so like, that's questionable. Let's see how they go. It's online. That hurts. It's multiplayer. I'm like, no, I'm out.
I played the beta, and that's as far as I got.
Yeah, I played the beta, loved the shit out of it. Played the full game. Full game sucked all about your dick. Trick me. Trickers. But yeah, with Resident Evil 2 being one of my games of the year this year, I am keen and very, very excited for this because I just need more Resi in my life.
Yeah, personally, I was hoping for a continuation of 7, maybe even the Nemesis remake.
I think it's too soon to announce Nemesis remake, even if there was one. 8 would make way more sense. Fuck off. Dumbass. Yes, I'll get
You should just leave it up and then alt tab back in.
No, it changes the colouring of the
okay.
bright light from it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so like Resi 8 would have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're right, it probably is too soon after doing the RE2.
Yeah, because I imagine production on RE2 wrapped up probably in mid last year, something like that, or it started slowing down, I presume.
Yeah.
So you've got to look at post production, build the assets, whatnot. Like even this took a couple of a good hunk of years.
But as long as it's made with the RE7 engine,
excuse me,
it's gonna be amazing. Yeah. Like that, I don't know what they've done with that engine, but it's mint.
It looks so good.
It's
And as I've said before when we talk about Resident Evil, because my beloved Silent Hill is no longer a thing and will never be a thing again by the looks of it, I have to prove that love. And that love now lives.
That's a good choice.
It's a love of, what's it called? Love of convenience.
Yeah.
Have to. And it was very funny. So we do have a friend of ours, Kat, who works for Capcom. And I think it broke over the weekend, so she's not at work. And she's like, alright.
Sounds cool.
She's like, well, I'll check my emails Monday. I'm excited. I'm open for it. I'm
pretty keen.
Capcom have not really done a whole bunch wrong this year. Like was Devil May Cry this year?
Yeah, Devil May Cry
and Resi and like.
We've got a new Monster Hunter coming soon.
Oh yeah, the Iceborne DLC comes out in like a week or so, and Monster Hunter was gangbusters. Like they're on a roll, man. I can make a place. I forgot what the number was. 4. Fuck, what was they 4?
Yeah, I think 4.
Number 4, the next game in the Dark Pictures anthology, and the sequel to Man of Medan, which did come out last week, has been announced. Revealed in a teaser trailer after the Man of Medan credits, the next game is called Little Hope and will be released in 2020. That sounds horrifying, but it's only a couple months away.
So are they, sorry to interject here, but are they all connected? Are they one flowing story, or are they a different story each time with new characters?
I believe it's different characters, different stories, but it's all under one arcing brand, like a tree, I guess.
Okay, cool.
Like there's a connectedness to them.
They'll have like some Easter eggs flowing.
Potentially, but I think it's more just like we're categorizing them all under this thing.
Okay, cool.
And it's a good way to make 4 5-hour games. Like why'd you make so many small games? Like, haha, they're one big picture. Add them together, 20 hours. There you go, nailed it. And you paid for 4 games. Suckers.
They are cheaper experiences though, aren't they? They're not.
Yeah,
they're not like full price. They're not charging us $109.95 for.
Wouldn't know. Thank you, Bandai Namco Australia. The trailer features Bandersnatch and Midsummer's Will Poulter as Andrew. Oh, apparently Midsummer's really good. And appears to be set in a creepy town called Little Hope. A young woman with a creepy doll can be seen dancing around a fire, and I'm already scared. And Andrew's friend Angela is shown to be in trouble. Beyond that, the trailer offers very little indication as to what Little Hope's story is. As an anthology series, the Dark Pictures presents each game as a standalone experience rather than as a sequel to the games before it.
Cool. If I had just waited and not interrupted
has you fucking covered. As far as we know, there is no connection between Man of Medan and Little Hope in narrative or characters, but we wouldn't be surprised if there are hints or Easter eggs littered around the games.
This is what happens when we don't read the news before we start.
Read shit, Ryan. You wouldn't have known this.
Thank you, Josh.
Thanks, Josh. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I haven't rolled credits on it yet. I was going to wait and play it with Josh. Well, I think we're going to do another recording today. Once again, Harley, thank you. No, it's fine. So we had a lot of fun doing the first one. But I'm going to go through and play it myself. I think I'd do all the counter opposite of whatever it was.
Yeah.
And apparently it's a nice tidy, like 5 hours. That's if you look at every nook and cranny. But you're probably going to get about 4 hours out of it, which is not too bad.
That's not too bad.
It's pretty, like, I'm down for tidy little experiences because I have a lot of time. And that's like Erica. Erica was 2 hours and it was sick. For $12, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I have to play as much as I can before Christmas because I'm not going to have the time afterwards.
Oh, I thought I was going to I thought I could be like, have so much chill games time. No, it didn't happen. Like saying that though, like South Park, The Fractured Butthole was originally supposed to come out the week of he was born. I'm like, sweet, I can chill on that. It's brightly colourful. He's like a fucking bag of lettuce. He's not going to know what's going on around him. So I can play South Park and they're going to talk about poops and dirty buttholes and like he won't have
and he'll have a poop and dirty butthole.
Yeah, if anything, he'll relate to this more than anything. Then it got delayed, so I got jacked on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you won't be able to play any games, man. Go fucking hard for now. But then what you need to do is do what I do and make it your job, and then you have to play games.
Yeah. If only.
The only way around it. Top selling games ending the end of last week. Number 10, Mortal Kombat 11. Number 9, Days Gone. Number 8, Overwatch. Number 7, The Spoods. Number 7, Horizon Zero Dawn. At number 6, Madden 20. Number 5, GTA 5. Number 3, wait, what the fuck, Josh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, he's right. Mortal Kombat 11, Days Gone, Overwatch, Spider-Man Horizon, Madden 20, GTA 5, Crash Team Racing, Minecraft, and Red Dead Redemption 2 sneaks to number 1 for some reason. Hey, you know what I just realised? We didn't decide on the main topic.
Yeah, okay, just throw me under the bus here.
No, I said no because neither I went.
Oh,
okay. We're going to talk about, and you went. We're going to talk about. So,
I wonder how Spider-Man will go next week now that GOTY edition's out.
We'll get to that. So I have no idea what's going to happen. Straight after we finish this news segment, I got no idea. Let's see where we go. Quick bits. Oh wait, no. Before we do that, PS Plus games for the month of September were announced: Arkham Knight and Darksiders 3. I guess we could just count Control as one, and there it is. Sharp. Arkham Knight, Darksiders 3 coming this month, September's PS Plus. What do you think?
Pretty good. I've been playing Arkham Knight again, actually, because I downloaded it on Games Pass.
Yeah, man. I think both these games are on Games Pass, just saying.
And it's rad.
Yeah. So, this is the thing. Arkham Knight. I loved it. Every time I had to use that Batmobile, I wanted to strangle someone.
Yeah, the overuse of the Batmobile was super frustrating.
Yeah.
Super frustrating.
So I think I finished it. I have to check the trophies. I think I finished it. Pretty confident that I finished it. And the more I think about it, the less confident I become. So I'm really not sure. And as I'm saying it right now, I'm thinking, did I finish it?
I think the most painful part was that stupid boss where you had to drive through the sewers. That was frustrating. Any car related nonsense.
The entire it may have been like the fight against Deathstroke, using the car made me really mad.
Deathstroke's in Arkham Knight?
Was it Deathstroke? No, the Arkham Knight. What the fuck am I talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. You've lost me.
I lost myself at that point. I'm just looking for something to talk about.
Yeah, that's fine. You go. You find us a main topic. I mean, you could do the rest of the quick bits, or at least show me what they are. And I can bring them up.
Number 1 in terms of the quick bits, Spider-Man Game of the Year edition is out now, or very close to now. I think September 4 on the PS4. So I
actually just re-downloaded it because I realized that I bought the edition with all the DLC, so I've started playing through that. It's rad. Mm-hmm. It's still good. Traversal in that game is just fun. It's just fun to swing around the city as Spider-Man.
I agree. I have an idea for a topic. Let's talk about it now. Once we get into this. Let's see. Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Its beta has been announced for early September. And to get in, you either pre-order the game or sign up on the website. Which is kind of cool. So previously, I think it was similar to...
I think Division 2 did the
Division
same thing,
2,
didn't they?
where if you can pre-order the game, you pretty much guarantee yourself a beta code, or if you log in, you may randomly be allocated one.
I think I logged in and got sent 4.
Yeah, they think they did the same thing. I logged
Because they're like, this game is fun with squads, so here's
Yeah, I
keys
didn't
for your
hear
mates.
back from Ubisoft straight away, so I requested and I got 4 there, and then I got 4 from Ubi. So I was like, here you go.
Yeah, because all my friends did the same thing, and we ended up with like 16 codes. I was like, I don't even know 16 people.
Yeah, I did. Once again, I have emailed Ubi on that one, so Josh and I'll be at least setting up. And if we do get additional codes, I'll hand them out.
Well, a few of my friends re-downloaded Ghost Recon Wildlands because I'm like, oh, Breakpoint looks good. PS4.
Man, I mean, Josh and I started.
And then I think I played it for about half an hour and went, I don't remember how to play this game. Delete.
Oh, what? Because I've been finding it.
And then like 2 days later, you announced on this show that you and Josh were getting back into it. I'm like, oh man, I deleted it.
Well, the problem is because it was the game to kill time before WoW, and this was a silly season. So
Josh is already gone.
And like, I do not want to play with the bots.
No.
So if you do reinstall it, let me know.
Yeah, I will. I'll leave.
Because
I mean, it'll take.
I want to play more of it, and because we're like, once again, now that I finish Control and I'll finish Medan very soon, then it's quiet for a couple of weeks. Then it's Borderlands. But I think that's the topic. The topic is looking at the back end of the year. What has the back end of the year got for us?
That sounds good. I think the issue I had with Wildlands is we didn't follow the story progression so much as we jacked a helicopter and just flew around finding the guns. So we had cool guns. So now I don't know where I am in the story or what I'm supposed to do. I'm just like off in this whack part of the country that has no story markers or anything.
Well, Josh and I tried the story markers, so we're about there. So if you jump in with mine, you'll be following my
that's fine.
structure, which is sweet. And you probably get some trophies. It's very cool. This one's I'll put in for you. Beat Saber gets some new tracks and tweaks.
Yeah, so the OST 3 is now out with 6 extra tracks, I believe, or free. And you can now, if you're bored of the blue and red lightsabers, you can change the colors.
I'm going to change mine to probably the same because I'm lazy. Maybe a green and blue. Star Wars.
No PopC purple?
I did think that, but then I didn't know what the other colors
Could be Mace
were.
Windu. Just don't fall out the window while playing Beat Saber.
I'm sick of these motherfucking things. Motherfucking Beat Saber. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. What's your color choices gonna be?
I don't know. I kind of like the blue and red, to be honest.
Yeah,
they're very easy to see,
and they're separating color. There's no way you're gonna get those two primary colors, man. Primary colors work. And finally, I put this one in because I'm excited. SMG Studios, the guys who made Death Squared, Australian guys based out of Sydney and Melbourne. Their new game, Moving Out, is coming to PS4 next year. Big fun. Played it last year at PAX. Game's fucking sick. I didn't play it last year at PAX. I talked about it with him, but this is before it was announced at PAX. I'm like, this sounds fucking sick.
Sounds good.
But saying that, I think I've hooked up some time with Padge, player 2's Paul James. We're going to go to the Melbourne offices and play it in the next couple of weeks. Should be exciting. But that's enough about whatever the fuck.
What's been out?
That's enough about the news and stuff this week. Let's have a chat to the Players Max about the silly season of the PlayStations and the games, right? We're about to hit that window. September through to December is normally like the shittiest time to games because there are so many. Now this year there is less.
Yes, there is.
But what is there is pretty prominent. So so what I've done is I've pulled up in the last minute setup, I've pulled up the VG 24/7 release date list. Now, this is probably the most accurate release date list on the internet. It updated like almost minutes after any direct or anything. And it's there. These guys are fantastic. I love the list. It's what I use to identify where we're going, what we're doing. Now, I'm pretty sure where the book is in here. Here it is. They may have made a short list previously. Is there a sticky note in here? Great audio, by the way. It's me just flicking through a book thinking, oh, I did! Yes! There's my short list. And
the top item on your list is a beta. Well done.
No, it's things I want to cover through. The things I want to cover for the rest of the year. So we also have a look in there. But yeah, so let's go through these. So as we mentioned, September 5th is the Ghost Recon Beta. We just talked about that and how that
We did.
sick. What's his name? The
Punisher.
The Punisher. It's going to be in it, which would be dope. For me, it's just they sold me in the stuff, and I'm also a giant Ubisoft dork too.
Ubisoft have done fantastic things lately with all their stuff. Like, they're really looking after their games now.
Well, that's the thing that makes me most excited, is knowing, because Wildlands received the same treatment where they were like, hey, we are going to just back end the shit out of this thing, and it's going to go so well. And that's what made me excited about The Division. But I've not played that game in like months. I don't know why. I loved it so much. And then I was like, oh, should I get the year one pass? And lucky I didn't, because I haven't played it.
I must admit, Division 2 didn't do it for me. I really liked it. I really liked Division 1. Division 2, though, yeah, did not grab me. I barely finished the campaign.
Wow.
I think I'm at like World Tier 2.
Yeah.
I just didn't care to grind it out.
Well, tell the way to end to credits and then World Tier 2. That's a good hunk of time.
I mean, well, to be fair, I ran through it with, at the time, my friends had already finished the game. They were already at max level, so I kind of just
pulling you through.
I kind of just cakewalked it. I must admit, my forever game was Destiny at the time, and I've super fallen off that.
Well, because Shadowkeep's not on the list, but that does come out at some point.
Well, it got delayed from September till the start of October.
Smart move. Stepping away from the next one. Well, not the next one on the list, but Borderlands. Borderlands 3 comes out September 13.
Yeah.
I'll let you talk about that one.
So I'm super keen for Borderlands 3. Always been a massive Borderlands fan. Any game that is co-op through a campaign is fantastic. Super keen for Borderlands 3. Really unfortunate the shitty situation that they're going through at the moment with their CEO.
With Randy Pitchford. Yeah, he's been a hot mess for a very long time, though.
He's a very questionable person. By the sound of it, it's just him and the co-owner fighting over
things.
Flash
drives.
Everyone wants money, and no one's getting any money, and so
aside from that, the game.
Aside from that, I feel slightly guilty buying it from such a shit. I'm still going to do it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, super keen. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Borderlands 3, fantastic, hopefully. Borderlands 2 was fantastic. Only just recently played the free DLC that they released.
Very nice,
that's supposed to tie it into Borderlands 3. Nice little 5-hour chunk, I think it took us. Great.
Hell yeah. So we're playing a lot at work now because it's a good multiplayer game.
Yeah.
And it's local co-op too, which is a big one for us. So I'm seeing a lot more of the game. It's kind of putting in the brain. Our mutual friend Wilbur, he and I played Borderlands 1 a lot on PS3.
Yeah.
But then I kind of didn't really jump on 2, and then time kind of just got away from me, and I don't know. I'm not like out of love. If anything, I'm apathetic towards Borderlands.
Yeah, see, I'm a sucker for any game that has co-op campaigns.
Just period.
Yeah. Generally.
Makes sense.
Generally. Yeah. Most of the time these days, I do prefer to play co-op games than single player. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a great single player game. You tend to have more fun when you make fun with your friends. Yeah. I find.
Yeah. So I find with my schedule, Josh's schedule, and all, because a lot of my friends, we all work in biz and we all have full-time gigs and whatnot. So like we all have very bizarre schedules, and none of them ever really line up for us.
It is hard, yeah.
Which is a bit of a killer. So single players is certainly something that works to our advantage for that reason. What I want to see in Borderlands, though, I would like to see how this art style has evolved. Because one of the big benefits in PS3 was it could make it look crisp, just by hiding the edges with a black line.
Yeah.
I'm not oversimplifying it, but and that cel shaded look has also been redone a number of times since then. I think I just talked about this before with Borderlands being one of the first to really shape the looter shootery genre that we know now, like in terms of its origin.
Yeah.
My concern is, one thing, something why Destiny made the right call to move here was like, what are they doing here that is different? What are they doing that is bigger than what they've done before? What is it they're doing here that is bigger than every game that has come since?
But then again, I mean, I'm not going to Borderlands 3 looking for something different. I'm just putting on my Borderlands pants. I just want more of the same with a different story.
Oh, that's true, I suppose.
I mean, I just want my bajillions of guns that can walk and shoot and talk and laugh and do crazy shit. Like, that's what I'm there for. Like, I want to be able to shoot burgers at people and other random stuff. Like, that's why I go there. I'm not looking for... I don't want them to reinvent the wheel. I just want them to do more of the same.
So, going too deep, I'm looking too much into anything. That's fair. Because you mentioned that you boot up your Xbox here and there, unlike myself. Gears 5 comes out in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Is that on your list?
I mean, it's hard to not put any first-party Microsoft game on my list because they're all going to be free on Games Pass.
That's good. Well, I mean, whether to play it at all.
Yeah, I'll definitely play it. I would prefer playing it with someone else.
I'm pretty sure it's co-op, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe Gears has co-op campaigns. So
Always has, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I've played a Gears of War game in a very long time.
Me either.
Because I think I only had a 360 for Rock Band.
When I did buy my Xbox One, I did go and buy Gears 4, and it came with the first whatevers.
I mean, the only reason why I have an Xbox now is because it was so disgustingly cheap.
Same.
It was $199 with 5 games.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'll buy 5 games and get a free console.
So the thing is, now, I never use it. And I almost... Because I got the wrestling this weekend. We got all Elite. AEW's All Out pay-per-view, right? So normally I watch them through Fight TV.
Yeah.
I think you told me, but I couldn't find it. But apparently, Xbox has a Fight app.
Yeah.
So I can watch it. I'm like, sweet. I'll get it ready to go this weekend, and I'll finally use the Xbox. Nah, mate. You know why? Because I pull up for my Facebook. A good friend of the show, Crispy Biscuit, sends me a picture.
Yeah, it's on,
He goes, "Hey, did you know that you could buy All Elites All Out on PlayStation?"
Yeah.
Like,
well, for the longest time, mine was literally used as a 4K
Blu-ray
player,
which is what
because obviously PlayStation doesn't do that. Unfortunately, it was a very cheap 4K Blu-ray player,
which is the same case for us. But I don't buy Blu-rays anymore because I can never make time to sit down and watch them. So I just wait till they come to Netflix.
See, my wife is there. Digital's the worst. I like buying my stuff physically. And then I'm like, physical's the worst because then I have to get up and change the disc.
Well, you've seen our shelves of all our Blu-rays here. Like, we have like a library of just Blu-rays. It's dangerous. But yeah, and it's cheaper by about $10 to buy it to buy All Elite AWs on PlayStation.
Oh, really?
So it's $19.99 or it's $31 on Fight. Now, I think that's probably some sort of like what's I'm looking for, like an exchange, because like the Fight does charge you in USD, so I assume that there's a bump or a difference.
Yeah.
But this is, PlayStation charged me in Australian dollars, $20. It's running through my console. No laptop to a TV garbage. It's just gonna fucking work. And I'm very excited.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. If not, I'm going to be yelling at someone. In there as well, we did also have the Call of Duty beta.
Yeah, I played it.
Which does come out on September 12th, but they did have the 3v3 alpha.
2v2 alpha.
2v2 alpha, my bad. I installed it, didn't play it.
Okay, so I played maybe 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've fallen out of love with Call of Duty since...
One of the big things that you and I used to do back in the day is play a lot of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It was you and, like, Noodle did alright, and it was his other guy who blanked out completely.
Kaze, they all...
Kaze. And there was Kaze who would, like, dominate you two a bit at the start. There'd be Wilbur and I just trailing at the end, just being there.
So, yeah, I haven't liked a Call of Duty game in quite a long time. And I basically said to my friends, because they were all keen on it, I basically said, if it's more than 20 gig... not downloading it. Comes out 36 gig. Yeah, right. So I ended up playing a couple of rounds. The 2v2 maps for my... Because
this is, just to clarify before we jump into the specifics of the map, so this is them showcasing the more realism mode. Like, yeah, except for like peeking indoors, it's like one shots kind of stuff.
Yeah, it seems to be more hardcore-y, so there's no mini-map. Everyone uses the same weapon loadouts.
Love it.
They swap every 2 rounds.
Love it.
The maps are so small you can see the other team spawn in.
Love it.
No. So if you're a sniper and you're really quick, you can literally kill them the second you spawn in.
Ooh, that's dirty.
Obviously, they do the same thing with, your frags cannot be used in the first 3 to 5 seconds of the game. But the maps are too small. Granted, it's because the game mode has no respawns.
Yeah.
So you get 2 kills, you win.
So is it battle royale a little bit in that sense? As like done, end game, cool. And so if you both die, you go poop, and you can just reboot back in.
No, so what it does is it's first to 5 wins. So every 2 rounds you do get the swapping of guns, which is nice. Some of the loadouts are really weird, like with shotguns with sniper scopes and
it's kind of RNG.
Yeah, it's very RNG. If you get an LMG, you just win.
Sweet,
because you can just shoot through anything for some reason. But it's just another COD. Like, at least this one is going to have a campaign mode that will hopefully be good. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I haven't enjoyed a COD game for a while. As I get older and realize that I suck at first-person shooters,
that's the thing.
I hate them more and more.
I really don't have the hand-eye coordination, even when I didn't even have it back then. But like now, it's just so much worse. Like I'm not like when you see people like, and I'm just like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I have a fancy pants controller. Like, I got the Razer or whatever.
I paid for it.
With the edition paddle. Yeah, because you lent me the scarf.
I paid for like a gorgeous scarf that I use to play Minecraft now.
Yeah, thinking that I could maybe that might be the hang up that gives me that edge. Nah, it's just more confusing. Fuck have I done?
Once you get the hang of it, though, if you use the controller for every game, you do get used to it.
Yeah, I imagine you would. So that's September pretty much in the bag. We do a quick scan. Is there anything else in September that really stands out? NASCAR Heat. Oh, yeah. The answer is no. Oh, there's Link's Awakening on the Switch.
Oh, yes. So keen for that.
Yeah, fuck that noise.
Good old Game Boy remake, I believe.
Yeah.
So good.
Here we go. So we're starting to get into some meat here. Meat and taters.
So what?
Ghost Recon Breakpoint comes out on the 4th.
Yep.
Which we talked about already. On the 22nd, I'm sure there's something happens between the 4th and the fucking...
Yeah, Death Stranding comes out in October, doesn't it?
No, it comes out in November.
Is it?
Mm. On the 1st of October, you get Destiny 2 Shadow, which got delayed. Destiny 2 New Light. Did that get delayed too?
No, so they were originally for September. They got delayed to October.
So are you excited for them though?
I don't know. I really...
why did I put that on the list?
It depends on the price that it comes in at. Obviously, New Light is just the Destiny 2 base game, which is going free to play. And then you can buy the expansions a la carte style to play what you want to play.
Yep.
I've super fallen out of Destiny 2. I'm not sure if I will spend the $30, $40 for the next expansion pass.
Is that how much it is?
I believe so.
That's kind of gnarly. Yeah, it's not what happens between them there. The Switcher is on there.
Why did I think that Death Stranding was October?
No idea. Yeah, Switcher, so you can play The Witcher portable at 480p.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm good.
No chance.
I'm good. I will just play it on PlayStation because that's where I have it. I don't have the... I mean, now that Final Fantasy VIII is coming out again...
Oh, the remaster?
And I'm going to get that on Switch because it comes out at the start of September. That's going to be my go-to portable game. Like, I don't need The Witcher. Like, sorry.
Crazy kids. On the 8th, we get Concrete Genie, which is that cool-looking game from...
That's that graffiti style.
Yeah. A good friend, Joel, over at Anagame, so go check him out, anagame.com.au, I think. He went to the Sydney offices and gave it a good hot go. It's a good preview over there. It's got my interest.
Yeah.
It looks charming as shit. I think it's one of those... I do think it's one of those games you're going to have to play to really just get in love with it.
Yep.
Which is what I'm looking forward to. And it's PlayStation, so you'll no doubt will play it.
Yeah, definitely.
Unquestionable. Because the last game these guys made was that Entwined, which was that blue and orange, like blue bird and orange dragon, or vice versa, and they just kind of span around the screen together. It was very weird. It's like an E3 shadow drop. 22nd. 22nd, Max.
Oh, I think I know what's coming here.
WWE 2K20. I'm excited.
This is the first game with the new developers, isn't it?
Yeah. So without UK games involved. Now, the team that's helping them out, they have worked on them in the past, so it's not super brand new. Like, they do know what they're doing. But this is where it's going to get fascinating. On top of that, there has been mad rumor mills the last couple of days as well about an AEW video game too, because we do know that the guys that did used to make the 2K games, left, and then making another wrestling game somewhere else. And then MJF shared a picture today of a 3D render of his face.
Because those guys have been working on it since like the 64 days.
Yeah, like they've been a long time, no mercy.
I think the issue was they had no competition. Like there was literally
back then,
no competition.
Well, even now there's no competition for WWE, which is fine because exclusivity rights, right?
Yeah, but like there's no other like even no-name wrestling games. Like there's just literally
there is Fire Pro Wrestling, but that's more. It's set up in like a 2D style,
it's like an
pixel arcadey. So, and that focuses very primarily on custom as well as New Japan Pro Wrestling. So there's the market.
I'm assuming this is a D1 purchase for you.
Oh, I've already spoken to 2K. And I pre-ordered the collector's edition. And it comes out the day that WWE are in Australia for the WWE Live Tour.
So you're going to try and get your copy signed?
I'm going to talk to 2K instead of doing anything. Because the ticket that I purchased, which is like upper mid-tier ticket, doesn't get me to meet and greet people. It just gets me in the show. In the stadium. In the venue. All regular tickets do.
Yeah.
But my seats aren't literally in the next suburb. It's like $40 tickets, and it's just like you wanted to keep walking. But yeah, super keen for this game. A couple of reasons. The storyline focuses on, I've talked about this before, on the 4 horsewomen. So the Becky, Sasha, Charlotte, and Bayley story.
Yep.
Which I'm a big fan of the women wrestling at WWE. I think there's probably one of the strongest there is for a while until we see what AEW has to offer. And obviously with Becky Lynch being the first, female pretty much solo cover artist, I guess, should be pretty exciting. Her story, her rise in 2018 is just on point. What else we got on there? So they've announced the Roman Reigns tower, which should be fun. So you play a bunch of his big key matches. They're showing entrances over the last week to sort of get you excited, showing what I can presume is high quality res. Yeah. Some of them look really good. They showed Small Joe's entrance, which looks like Small Joe's entrance. The second one was Buddy Murphy's, who's Melbourne born.
Yeah.
So a couple of things there. They didn't do his big 2 arms out thing, which shows his really weird body shape. One thing they did do though that made me go, so you don't see this a lot on TV because of the way it's mic'd or whatever, but in independent shows, whenever there's and this match is for 1 fall, the crowd goes 1 fall, and it's the funnest thing you can do. It's so simple, but in the Buddy Murphy intro, you hear the 1 fall, and I'm like, it's like it's something you just
it's the little things.
It's totally the little sprinkle there that makes that good. And they've also used his original intro music. The last couple of weeks they've rejiggered it to give him some shit one, so they're using his old one here. Makes me happy. And I just want my Kurt Angle side picture. That's all I want.
Oh, I hope you get it.
Well, saying that though, I would if it's so the 3 are Edge. Edge, Rey Mysterio, and Kurt Angle. I just want Kurt Angle. Edge is actually a better win, but Kurt Angle. And with the extra, the essentially the Elseworld storylines, you'll get the Fiend, which makes me excited. Big fan of getting the Fiend in there. Really quite excited. If you didn't know.
Oh no, yeah.
I'm only a giant wrestling dork, so this is where it gets wild. 3 games drop on the same day. Here is their names in list of importance.
Ooh.
Least important, most because I know how it's going to go. Number 1, Medieval Remake on the 25th of October.
Yeah, okay.
I'm interested. I'm totally interested. I think it'll be cool.
I don't think I've ever played it to completion. I think my history with that game is the PlayStation demo disc.
Me too. I think I've played it more, but my memory of it is so locked on that opening graveyard.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely just a demo boy.
So if I have played more of it, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I bought it on the Vita, so I think I have played the classic version of it, but my brain can only tell me it's hey, I can only confidently say that you played that opening demo.
Yeah, no, I definitely have not played it.
Did you play the demo 1 disc, which had Tekken, Medieval, that ball
Cooler
game,
World.
Cooler World,
Yep.
and what was the 4th one? Never remember the fourth one.
Something.
Thank
It
you.
was something.
Thank you. Very accurate of you.
I don't know. It was like years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Then on the same day, in second of importance, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, as we discussed, a remake of the number 4, or a soft reboot, I guess.
Yeah, it's...
Well, it's a soft reboot because Price is still in it, and they're implying that I presume all these previous Price stories have still happened.
Yeah.
Because like the ones that we jammed a lot most back in the day
Oh, it was M.3.
was, we smashed Modern Warfare 2, and the second 3 went like,
I mean, that's what you do with every COD game every year, though,
That's
isn't
true.
it? This is garbage now.
but we did drift back to Black Ops 2 here and there as well. But yeah, no, with like Modern Warfare 2, as I was saying, is anything else like, and it's out the window, it's gone. As the kids would say, we yeeted that disc.
Yeah. I remember going to the midnight launch for M.3.
Yeah, you big dork.
Yeah.
But this does a return of a campaign as well. So they had a year off, without the campaign. Exciting. They're bringing that back, I guess, because the Modern Warfare campaigns were kind of the better ones.
Yeah, definitely.
But on top of that, though, the big additional thing is we don't know right now what this means for Blackout. As far as I know, there have been no mention that they're rejiggering a Battle Royale for Modern Warfare, or is Blackout becoming its own standalone free download, or
You're just going to play Blackout one day. Yeah, it'll be its own. I would imagine they would make it its own.
It's the only smart way
It's
to do it.
standalone thing, and then one day it just won't be Blackout. It'll just have a picture of Modern Warfare.
It'll be an actual Blackout, yeah.
Yeah.
And finally, the one that I guarantee everyone's peeing their pants for, The Outer Worlds.
Yep. Super keen. OG developers for Fallout. I'm in. And again, I know this is a PlayStation show, but it's free on Game Pass.
Yeah, it's true. That's totally true, I suppose. Oh, be sure to mention the Disney classics.
Aladdin and Lion King.
Coming out on October 29th.
Not the SNES version of Aladdin, apparently, just the Master System.
See, I played it on PC. So my memory of The Lion King and Aladdin were on PC.
Aladdin's rad.
I remember loving it. I distinctly remember getting furious at the second level in The Lion King, which was the just can't wait to be king, and you get whipped around with all the giraffes and
Prince Harry's theme song.
Yeah. And you have to the land box or whatever land.
Yeah.
So accurate and unnecessarily accurate. I remember that I didn't know a way to jimmy the game to get me back later in it. Like, I think it's when you're heading towards Pride Rock.
Yeah.
As the grown-up Simba. I'm just getting monstered. Like, fucking mess. That game is stupid hard. And I'm going to buy that shit. I'm going to play it. And I'm going to get mad at it. I'm going to try and beat it again. That's my goal.
I'd buy it just for Aladdin. Aladdin's fantastic.
Yeah, Aladdin's good too.
Great platformer.
Yeah, it was really good.
Escaping the Cave of Wonders. Oh. Brings back so many memories.
Yeah, that's,
when I was a wee lad.
I'm going to put that on the list because it's not on the list because it's got announced after I made this list. So Disney Classics on October 29th. Because we should mention this list will also let you guys know what we're covering as well, because the reason I made this list was to look at the end of the year and be like, what do we want to cover? The Outer Worlds, the interest for me is just that it was the old New Vegas guys.
Yep.
I did Blackout once I heard it. I stepped back and went, nope.
I too haven't seen anything. I haven't even watched a trailer for it.
You just sold instantly.
I'm just like OG creators of Fallout, and I'm like, yep, I'm there.
I'm in. Now we head into November, and November kicks off with Death Stranding on November 8th.
The new pissing simulator.
What the fuck? What the actual fuck? I still don't know what that game is. Even like, I was already at a point where it's like, what the fuck is this? And then it's like, here's a gameplay demo.
As if you don't want to just walk around with your gigantic extender ladder and piss on everything.
That's true. Just get really high and then piss into the world. Dude, I think I mentioned this last week, man. All this has really shown is that Death Stranding is a survival game.
All it's really shown is Kojima just wants to hang out with all his mates.
Yeah, that too.
And just do stupid shit.
Jeff Keighley, you weird motherfucker. Like,
But it's the likeness of Jeff Keighley with Matt Mercer's voice.
Oh yeah, that's why it didn't make sense. I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is weird. Why is this weird? But now I know.
Yeah, so it's Matt
The
Mercer
issue,
voicing it.
the issue that I have is because like Guillermo del Toro, like Mads Mikkelsen, I think I mentioned it here, whether I mentioned it on Dash Culture last week. The difference is like I know them.
Have you seen
actors.
Kojima's Twitter?
Yeah, it's weird.
He's literally like a rock star.
Yeah.
He just does whatever he wants. It's great.
So like, yeah, so you see these guys as actors and you know, like I know Mads. So when I don't know him personally, but you know, when I see him, I'm like, cool, he's an actor. He's going to do something fucking cool. Jeff Keighley is the guy that awkwardly delivers shit on the Games Awards.
But him and Kojima are like tight.
They are like inches away from fucking each other.
See, as much as Josh would hate me right now, I'm just like, it's Kojima's baby. I want it. I like his weird brain.
I like his weird brain too, but I'm so concerned that it's going to make no sense.
Oh, who cares?
Even when I was like, Metal Gear still has a reasonably coherent story.
As far as we know, it could have a reasonably coherent story. He's just showing us some weird shit.
He's showing the weird shit now, and then you get this, and then when you play it, it seems less weird. That's a good idea, actually. But I just don't know. Like, my concern is because a lot of it.
Have you seen the latest trailer?
The piss in the ladder and
the weird chick,
the mum
baby that's stuck in the other world and all that.
Yeah, and I'm kind of it's intrigued the shit out of me.
Oh yeah,
it's that situation of like, oh, what's going on? Look, my concern. So I say this is a concern because I think this will be how it will go down. By the gameplay of Norman Reedus getting his pangus out and like
can't say it,
and you can't
he turns away.
There's an instant problem right there. But the fact you can do this with it and then just like
I like the way
everywhere.
that it literally comes up with how many mils of piss you've got left.
That's the point. That's the first thing I noticed. I'm like, this is a survival game.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't what you think it is. This is an open world survival game. This is Rust. This is Forest. This is fucking all those games in one. But with Kojima's weirdness. So you are going to
on the next trailer. So Sony's dropping their state of play. Norman Reedus is taking a dump.
Yeah, it's like press square to dump. I'm like, okay, I'm back around on this game. But I think that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a lot of it's like get to A to B however you can.
Yeah,
and that's interesting gameplay, I guess. But people will be disappointed. If my brain is right, which it commonly isn't, that is a concern.
Well, I think Josh is right in what he said a few months ago with the hardcore Kojima fans are going to love it no matter what.
Yeah, if you don't understand it, you're just not smart enough.
Yeah.
That's my big concern.
Well, I don't know who said it, so I can't credit them for it, but I agreed with the this could be like Metal Gear Ground Zero, where it's a short 5-hour game that leads into the big game in a couple of years' time, like Ground Zero did for Metal Gear Solid 4.
It could, but Ground Zeroes wasn't Kojima's choice. What Ground Zero? No, Ground Zeroes came from you need to release something.
Well,
this is Konami going. You need to release something because we are just losing money. And he's like, fine, here's a map. Do stuff. Release that. And that's what Ground Zeroes was.
Okay.
So enough. The motivations behind Ground Zeroes weren't altruistic. Okay. They were business.
Fair enough. All right. Well, then maybe that's not the way it'll go.
Yeah. But unless he saw the success of that and was like, maybe.
Because I can't imagine Sony are breathing down his neck going, dude, like, we gave you a blank check. Can you hurry this along?
I think they are a little bit.
You reckon?
Yeah. Because I have a my feeling, and we've discussed this before as well, is they're like, okay, when can you get it out? We can get it out in November. Cool, get it out in November. And then because they're like, all right, we've got fucking Last of Us up in February. This is what's going to happen. And so then they're like, oh, we're running a little bit behind. Don't you dare fucking run behind. Like, we can't push The Last of Us. You shitting me?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like, or, you can't have Death Stranding come out within like 2 weeks of The Last of Us. The games would bury each other. Saying that, they'll both sell incredibly well. Yeah. But it's just that situation of it's like, you can't.
No, I agree.
And the way PlayStation's business model around releasing exclusives doesn't line up with if they get close to one another.
Yeah, true.
Because we've got Ghost of Tsushima sometime next year.
That's the last of the slated PS4
that is correct.
titles, isn't it?
Yeah. So that presumably that's June. So maybe you can get like at best you could get Last of Us at March. It's absolute latest.
Yeah, I think we're getting it February, March.
Yeah. So that means like Death Stranding has to hit November. Yeah. Maybe December.
Yeah, true. Yeah. What have we got coming out in
as I fumble my bit of paper. Like, turns out I should bite my fingernails. On the 15th, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
I don't know. I've been burned lately by
Same.
too many Star Wars games.
Yeah, Star Wars Kismet. I used to love it so much, but now I'm so full of questions.
I just want like Knights of the Old Republic 3.
They're pretty sweet.
Just give me that.
Oh, speaking of, did you see this? Did you see the trailer for episode 9?
No.
You care anything about it?
No.
Spoilers. Fucking Rey is in like a black robe with a dual-ended lightsaber.
Ooh.
Red one.
Cool. That's awesome.
But
I literally haven't seen a story since like 4.5.
Yeah.
Or Rogue One or whatever.
So the thing is, she's holding it like this, so it's like chopsticks, right?
Oh, that explains the picture that I saw saying you stole my look.
Yeah.
I think it's a picture of Darth Maul. Like, you stole my look.
So she's holding this lightsaber in the similar way to chopsticks, right? As in the like stuck together, like, and then she kind of flicks it.
That's right.
So it looks like you have this two weird double pointed like double bladed.
So she's got like a V. And
yeah,
and
like
flicks it out.
yeah, it's like an 11.
Yeah,
and then she just goes and it comes a double.
That's pretty cool.
I'm like, that's kind of cool, which is really annoying because I'm like, fuck this, fuck Star Wars. I used to love Star Wars. Star Wars, but damn.
Yeah, Disney know how to milk that money.
Yeah, it's only because I got so burnt by Last Jedi.
I'm so upset. I'm sorry. I feel so bad for Tom Holland.
Oh yeah,
losing his Spider-Man, possibly with the Uncharted movies going down as well.
Yeah, having a rough time. Do a quick check before we jump into this last one.
Yeah, what's in December?
It's not about December. It's about November because on November 22nd we have Doom Eternal.
Oh, that's gonna be rad.
Oh my god! It's this weird thing. Like the one thing that I simply want out of it
is more of the same.
Yeah. And if they can give me the Mick Gordon come back on the soundtrack, because I own that soundtrack in like 9 different ways, because it just makes me like damp.
It makes me damp.
The humidity in my front area is increased.
The morning dew.
Yeah. No, I get really super rad excited about that. I should probably pull the drop. Are you keen for Doom?
Yeah. No, Doom's great. I think, like you said, if they do more of the same, it should be fantastic. They did fantasticly with it last time. Mm-hmm. I can't see why that would,
Well, yeah, because the redoom was so good.
So
good. The problem is I don't have the attention span to play through it because apparently it's way longer than it should be. Because someone's like 30 hours. I'm like, fuck that. Like all I need is those first like 5 hours. I'm like, oh yeah, so good.
You should finish it.
I should finish it. Yeah, maybe I will before Doom Eternal.
No, you won't.
No, I got all these games to work out there. But anyway, let us know what you're excited about towards the back end of this year, because December has fucking nothing in it, by the way. Nothing
really?
Of note. Yeah, according to this, December, we have...
Is there no new Battlefield this year?
No. Oh my god.
Because normally those Call of Duty and Battlefield are like a week out of each other. No. Or was there already one this year? I'm so lost. Was there one this year?
There is no Battlefield. The correct or incorrect. The correct or the incorrect spelling. No, there is nothing. So there's a bunch of games that are slated that don't have release dates that were told 2019.
Yeah, what are they?
Oh, dude, there's like fucking 40 of them.
Anything of note though?
Cook Serve Delicious 3. That's 2020. Darksiders Genesis, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, Lair of the Clockwork, what the fuck that is.
Darksiders Genesis.
Hardcore.
Isn't that the one they're selling a board game with the special edition?
Oh, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, I think so, yeah. The Dark Side Genesis, yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dauntless, Fury something.
Isn't Dauntless out? Isn't that weird Monster Hunter game?
Probably. There is really... There's Saints Row the 3rd coming to Switch. Hasn't that already happened? I don't know.
Interesting. No big hit right before Christmas.
Untitled Goose Game has a date now, and that's September. PC and the Switch. That's not been updated yet. No. There's a bunch. There's a bunch of things that are slated for 2019, but anything of major note that you should really give a fuck about?
I was super upset that Dying Light 2 got delayed until next year.
Yeah, that's a bummer. But yeah, in December, the confirmed December at this point are the following. Life is Strange 2 Episode 5, some game called Skullboy, Ashen, Mech Warrior 5, Mercenaries, Hades, Ancestors, the game that came out last week on PC, is coming in December, console, Phoenix Point, Good Night Night, some Shovel Knight card gaming thingy, which we talked about way back in the day, and that's about it. Wow. There's literally nothing of note coming out in December.
Fair enough.
But let us know what you're excited about, not happening in December. In those comments below, Discord, Facebook, all those places, come and chat with us. But as we said, all these games are coming out fucking way later in the year, Max.
Way later.
Way later. Let's talk about what games are coming out this week in a section we call Coming to the Players. That was a smooth transition. I'm pretty proud of that.
Beautiful.
And that's right. And it's even a little smoother now that I mentioned it. All right, number 1. Josh didn't do that. Why the fuck did I do that for? So yeah, where is it? I lost the thing. So new PlayStation releases for the week, September 3rd. Apocalypsis, Tree of the Knowledge. Wait, that's a disgusting sentence. Apocalypsis, the Tree of the Knowledge of Good and Evil. PS4 digital, out on the 6th. As Divine Menace, PS4, PS Vita, digital cross-buy. Blindfold, a Verite VR experience. Looks like an interrogation simulator. Catherine Full Body, coming out on PS4 digital and retail. There's a bunch of side bib going on in that picture. 50 Words by Palgi, PS4 and PS Vita digital cross-buy. Final Fantasy 7. No, 8. I can't read the Roman numerals.
Not 7.
Yeah, don't get too excited. Fuck. Final Fantasy 8 remastered. The mega hit RPG returns. This PS4 version features new graphical enhancements and a whole host of options to customize your gameplay experience in a world engulfed in war. Squall, a member of an elite mercenary force, leads his group in a fight against the sorceress Eda to prevent her from fulfilling her nefarious goal.
So good. So keen.
I played the demo of this one up the butt.
Getting on Switch.
Yeah. Ew, come to his damn Switch of the show. Flowers Are Dead. PS4 digital out on the 5th. Himano. PS4, PS Vita digital cross-buy. Monster Hunter World Iceborne. PS4 digital and retail. Face off against ferocious beasts as you fight for survival in a lush living ecosystem. It's the same right up from the first one. That's fine. Paranoid's really rad. I can't say that because I think the embargo's dropped yet and I haven't played it, but I know people that do. I assume it's rad.
Yeah, the base game was rad. Unless they,
unless they fuck it somehow.
Unless
NBA
ice ruins things.
Speaking of fucking it, NBA 2K20.
Oh, the casino slot machine loot boxes.
All right, so this week 2K released a video of just straight up slot machines.
Yeah. I can't believe they did that. That's fantastic. Love those surprise mechanic slot machines.
The Perplexing Orb looks like a really shitty Cooler World. PS4 digital. Post-War Dreams. What am I reading that for? PS4 digital. Project Numbers. Code Mirai.
Nimbus, mate.
What did I say?
Numbers.
Someone bang. Project Nimbus. Code Mirai. Some Japanese crap anyway. River City Girls. More animes. Root Letter. Yeah. Last Answer. Shalnor Legends Sacred Lands. PS4 digital. Out on the 6th. What else we got? Shell Shock Live. PS4 dig. Spice and Wolf VR. Sexy. PSVR. PS4 digital out on the 5th. There's the Woman with a Tail. Furries Get Wet. Sudden Strike 4 Complete Collection, PS4 Digital Retail, out on the 6th. Throne Quest Deluxe, coming out on the 6th, PS4 Digital. Torchlight 2, PS4 Digital. Truck Racing Championships, Game of the Year, coming out on the 5th, PS4 Digital. And that is all of the games that you should not care about this week.
And not much there.
No, it's pretty much Monster Hunter World, if that's what you play. Like, if you played it back in the day.
2K20 could be
NBA
your jam.
if you're a sports dork. And there's something else that kind of got my attention too. What was it? Final Fantasy 8. Because it makes you excited.
Oh, it does.
Thank you very much, Max, for coming in and filling in the void.
Anytime.
Yeah, glad you didn't dislocate your leg. Appreciate it.
Glad I didn't get stuck in Melbourne, locked in an escape room.
That's true. That's very lucky. That was the other scenario. Like, hey, I'm stuck in Melbourne. What do you mean I'm stuck in Melbourne? I'm in a room. I got tricked. This isn't an escape room. This is just a closet.
Ooh.
I'm now being sold. But Josh is away next week as well. He is off assisting his sister getting married. He's a bridesmaid.
He's a bridesmaid.
Yep.
Is he wearing a dress?
No, he asked and she said no.
Well, that's just not fair. You need to wear one of those stripper suits and just tear it off mid.
A flowing dress just comes out.
Or do what they did in what's that movie where they kill each other?
What, Saul?
No. The Mockingjay.
Oh, Hunger Games.
Set it on fire and twirl and have this flaming dress come out. I don't know how you do that, but that's what you need to do.
The visual image of that is just...
Can you imagine Josh twirling with his beard? And just
it's majestic. It does sound like Josh. But yeah, should we be back next week?
Sure.
Fuck yeah, double Max party. Next week, we'll actually be prepared. Because I was too busy trophy hunting today. And I was like, oh, Max is coming around. He'll be here later this afternoon. Bah, bah, bah. Fucking 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Good times. Because I'm really bad at time. But that PlayStation conversation happened at 8 a.m. on your podcast services, 9 a.m. on those YouTubes. If you wanted to join that PlayStation conversation, you could have done so at facebook.com/group/PopCulturists, Twitter, Discord. All those links are in the description below. If you want to watch join the conversation as it happens, head over to patreon.com/thepopculturists. And usually when we don't have injured children, we do record the show live in front of people with the cameras, and you get a nice little sneaky link if you support us on Patreon.
We'll totally have one next week.
Next week I'll come prepared. Big time. If you want to support us in a more one-stop fashion, head over to popculturists.com/shop. My shirts and other sort of shit with our logos on it. We are also at Twitch at twitch.tv/thepopculturist. Pardon me, and I don't know what I'm playing this week.
No pay-per-views to...
No pay-per-views because that's not till 2 weeks away. We got Rad. Bandai sent us Rad to review weeks ago, and the game's been out for 2 weeks. I haven't played it yet. Might do that. Probably just play Control. But
get the loss of the trophies on stream.
That was my goal for Wednesday, and then it didn't happen because I got really stuck on that fucking Vine boss. But until next week, I'm Ryan Betson.
I'm Max.
And that was for the players.
I should have said I'm still not Josh Saunders.
You should have. You want to do it again?
No, it's fine.
Sweet. For the players, the PopCulturists PlayStation podcast is fan-supported at patreon.com/thepopculturists. And we'd like to thank our Patreon producers and our Patreon founders for their kindness, their support, and their generosity. Our Patreon founders: Alpha Ferret, Craig O'Flaherty, David Chataway, Jesse Stevenson, and Jacob Garner. And our Patreon producers: AJ Abatomi, Damien Holdies, Kyle Dunn, Lee Wintershoven, Nathan Massetti, Paul James, Pure Mongrel, and Sean Levitt.